You're not lazy. Let that sink in, because there's a high chance you've been calling yourself lazy for a long time now. Maybe for months, maybe for years. You wake up and you already feel behind. You tell yourself, I need more discipline. I need more motivation. I need to stop being lazy. But what if that's not the truth? What if the real problem is not laziness at all? What if you are actually mentally overloaded and nobody noticed? Not your family, not your job, not social media telling you to just grind harder. No one told you that your mind is already full before your day even begins. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might stop seeing yourself as broken and start seeing something much more accurate. You are not lazy. You are overloaded. Let's slow down and look at your life honestly. You wake up tired, not physically, mentally. Before you even stand up, your brain is already running. Work, money, problems, responsibilities, messages you didn't reply to, things you forgot yesterday, things you're afraid of tomorrow, all at once. And then you reach for your phone, and it gets worse. Notifications, videos, noise, opinions, other people's lives. Your mind never gets silence, never gets space, never gets rest. And here's the truth nobody talks about. A tired mind looks like laziness from the outside, but inside, it feels like exhaustion. So what happens? You delay things. You scroll instead of acting. You avoid tasks. You say, later. And then you start judging yourself. I'm lazy. I have no discipline. I'm falling behind. But you're missing something important. Discipline is not your first problem. Your mental load is. Let's break the illusion. Laziness is not what's happening here. What's actually happening is overload. Your brain is like a system. And when too many things are running at once, it slows down. It freezes. It avoids new tasks. Not because it doesn't care, but because it is overwhelmed. Think about a phone with too many apps open. It lags. It becomes slow. It delays response. You don't call the phone lazy. You call it overloaded. But when it happens to you, you call yourself lazy. That's the misunderstanding, and it's destroying motivation for millions of people because they're fighting the wrong enemy. You are not lacking discipline. You are carrying too much at once. The Stoics understood something powerful, especially Marcus Aurelius. He lived under pressure most people today cannot imagine. War, politics, responsibility, constant uncertainty. And yet, he focused on one principle. You cannot control everything around you, but you can control your mind's response. But modern life is different. We are not just dealing with reality. We are dealing with constant information, thousands of inputs every single day. The Stoics face challenges. We face overload. And overload destroys clarity. And without clarity, action becomes difficult. This is why you freeze, not because you are weak, but because your mind has no space left to think clearly. Let's go deeper. You think you are procrastinating because you are lazy. But procrastination is usually protection from overload. Your brain avoids tasks when it feels overwhelmed, it cannot prioritize, it anticipates too much effort, everything feels urgent at once. So instead of acting, it escapes, scrolling, watching, distracting, not because you are broken, but because your mind is trying to reduce pressure. It is trying to survive. And survival mode is not performance mode. That's the difference. So, what do? You don't add more discipline. You remove pressure. You simplify. Start here. 1. Do one task at a time. Not 5. Not 10. 1. The Stoics believed in this. Do what is in front of you. Nothing more. 2. Reduce input. Before you try to become productive, stop consuming unnecessary noise, less scrolling, less mental clutter, less distraction. 3. Accept limitation. You are not supposed to carry everything. You are not a machine. Even Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, you don't need to do more than is required. 4. Create silence. Even a few minutes of real silence can reset your mind. No phone, no input, no stimulation. Just space. Because clarity comes from space, not pressure. If you remember only one thing from this video, remember this. You are not fighting laziness. You are fighting overload. And overload is solved by subtraction, not addition, not more motivation, not more pressure, but less noise, less input, less mental weight. Because when your mind becomes clear again, action becomes natural, effort becomes easier, and discipline stops feeling like a battle. So the next time you feel lazy, stop for a moment. Don't attack yourself. Don't force yourself. Just ask one question. What is filling my mind right now? Because the answer to that question is usually the real problem. Not you, your environment, your overload. And once you see that clearly, you don't need motivation anymore. You need clarity. And from clarity, everything changes.